The biggest transfer in the Scottish Premiership this summer has just been completed. Welcome back to Fog Football. 16.5 million. Coon has left Celtic. He's joined Como. We know it's pretty warm in southern Italy, but I tell you what, I'm feeling the heat right now. It's toasty, isn't it, big man?
Aye, we're not quite in southern Italy, more like East Belfast.
I,
Either way, whether it's east, north, west, or south, or whether you're sitting in the west wing or the east wing,
well, the North
it's
Wing.
pretty warm. Like even with the top of the range,
AC.
it's just not really cutting it.
It's more like NA. I can't get a breather here. I'm melting, but Celtic, they'll be feeling things a wee bit hot in the kitchen because they'll need to replace Kuhn, but obviously it's a big move. You know, these moves don't happen all that often. 16.5 million Scottish Premiership departure. What's that all about? That ranks pretty high up there.
Yeah, again, you cannot fault Celtic here. It's great business. Brought Coon in for, I believe, just under 3 million, and they have sold him on for, I mean, you're talking close to a £15 million profit. Yeah, listen, at times he looked great. I think there was a period, a few months where he was certainly the standout player in the league, and he did look levels above most people. But I mean, at times he's also looked pretty poor. And if you can profit £15 million for a player that some fans are not convinced on, then you've done something right.
Absolutely, and considering he's been here 18 months, and it's not like he's been great for 18 months, there's been a few wee shite months in there, absolutely. So I think it's a good deal for Celtic. Big amount of profit, and you could argue since that Bayern game, he's went back to his former self, and maybe the best we'd seen as Kuhn's already happened, and I'd believe that because that period he had at the start of last season, even in the friendlies, not remember last season, the friendlies against Man City and Chelsea, this guy was on fire.
It would be hard to replicate that, though.
No, it would be. But he did make 69 appearances for Celtic, scored 24 goals. He won every domestic honour in Scotland, including 2 Premiership titles. This is what Cesc Fabregas had to say about his new signing. Nico is sharp and technical and understands space really well. He brings creativity, intensity, qualifies that fit exactly how we want to play. He'll give us something different in Serie A.
Only the one Scottish Cup, though.
That is it. Aberdeen obviously preventing it from being 2. Kuhn himself had to say
5 out of 5.
he had to say the decision was easy. Tell you what, man, a lot of players have left Scotland and went to Serie A, and it's worked out wonders. I mean, not many people have turned into flops.
Not going to Italy, no. Italy seems to be the safe bet.
The safe haven, so to speak.
If you're unsure where you want to leave, then go to Italy.
But here, that is unfair on Serie A because if we're being real, I feel like everyone that has went to Serie A has actually been good. You know what I mean? If you look at like the likes of let's just look at La Liga for 3 seconds. I mean, we've seen Ollie McBurney go to Las Palmas and get fucking relegated. You know, so it's not like we're sending the cream of the crop to La Liga and we're sending shite to Italy. It's working.
Do you think it is purely a matter of our best players tend to go to Italy rather than there be some connection?
Yes, because you look at like the Bundesliga, like Davy Bates, you had Ollie Buck. I mean, Ollie Buck at one point was fought after pretty highly, but you look at Serie A, McTominay, Gilmore, Adams, Hickey, Doige. There's so many guys. I mean, there's not like any of them's went and it's like holy shit, they've all been shite, or one of them's been shite. They've all been good. Every single one of them for me has exceeded expectations. Well, Nicolas Kuhn, don't know. I mean, he's saying that he's going to play perfectly into his style of play. So Cesc Fabregas was expecting big things.
You think even Adam Adair could look good in Italy? Had to get him in there for the drinking game.
Yeah, a correct clock is right 22 times a day. You know what I mean?
Is it?
Aye, it's wrong twice. Down. I've just fired numbers. It's too long, man. There's no the only thing I care about in this room's a thermostat, and it's melting.
A correct clock is right 20.
I don't know what I was going for.
Would a correct clock not be right all the time?
It would be, wouldn't it?
And it wouldn't just be 24. I mean, that's if you're talking hourly.
Yeah, that's why you're subscribed to this channel. Where else would you get that?
It would be 24 times 60.
Yeah, my body
which
clock's
would
done.
be what? 600 and 600, 1200, followed by another 4, so that's another 240. So it would be correct, what? 1,240 times a day? That's if we're going by the minute. If you're going by the seconds, then you need to.
Right, that's plenty.
Right, okay.
We're going by the minutes here on Fog Football, and I think it's
How
time.
many minutes to spare, guys?
It's time to wrap this up.
Got a 5-star dinner in front of us here,
got
cooked by the private chef.
The Michelin star chef.
Also got Dexter Resurrection episode 2 to watch here, so it's a busy day. Definitely no wrestling to preview. Definitely not. Who watches that shit, buddy?
It's all about surprise, motherfucker.
It's all about Sergeant Dokes, but here, this one wasn't really a surprise. We all kind of knew it was happening. It's been happening for a while now, to be honest. At least a week. It's been pretty much known that Coon was going to leave, and Como did look like the destination. And now he's there. He signed the contract. Celtic are going to make a good profit here, and they'll probably need to replace him. And will they spend the bulk of that money to do so, or will they look to bring in a player at a similar value to the money that they originally bought Coon for? Or is Benjamin Negrin already the replacement? Maybe the Celtic board will look at last season and they might think, well, hold on here. If you look at the players that we've sold for the big money in recent years, we didn't bring them in for big money. They might look at Adam Adair and they might look at Arnie Engels and go, the time where we do spend, big over 10 million or close to 10 million, it hasn't necessarily worked out for us. But we bring in the likes of Coon, we bring in the likes of O'Reilly, and we've been able to sell them on. So, it's hard, I get it. The fans do want Celtic to spend. They're talking, the war chest, get it spent, but there's no guarantee. Celtic could go out and spend 10 million on a player and it could be a flop. We've already seen Adam Adair prove this. And they could go out and spend, 2 million on a player who could turn it to be great, and in a couple of seasons' time, he's making you 10 times the amount of money. So, it's unknown.
Is an unknown, but the known was going into this summer apparently is that Rangers would have to sell to buy. Rangers have sold no one of big money of note, and they've brought in a lot of guys for a decent amount of fees. Celtic, on the other hand, they've had to sell Coon without really signing anyone of note. Nygren's like the only guy that they've spent a serious bit of money on. A lot of it's been like freebies, so we'll see what happens. But I don't expect a guy getting signed.
I wouldn't say Nygren was serious amounts of money.
Well, compared to the rest, he's 3 million. I think in Scottish football, when people are getting signed for 3, 4,
Is that what
5.
he was? Are you sure it was 3 million?
Yeah. Aye, that's what he was.
And I heard 1.5.
Well, my sources tell me he was free.
Aye, closer to 3 than fucking 3.
That's plenty anyway, guys. We're away to watch Dexter.
You might be a broken clock, but I don't think you're right at this moment in time. Come back to you in a couple of hours and you might be right, but not right here, right now.
As long as that clock reads 56 at the end of this season, and no for the Mankey Mob.
Somebody's going to be on 56, but it's just a question of who.
It's not going to be hot, so is it?
Who, Chris Kamara?
Come, get your fingers up, Cammy. Anyway, till then, peace.